Hollywood has made Earth-killing asteroids into blockbusters with movies Deep Impact and Armageddon. The real-life version has a less flashy name. 2024 YR4 is a large space rock spotted about 500,000 miles away. And late this afternoon, NASA said YR4 has a 1.5% chance of doing some real damage. It was double that this morning. For tonight's interview, Franklin Institute's chief astronomer Derrick Pitts explores the hysteria and the wonders of space. Derrick, let's start with this asteroid. Can you tell us about that and what its trajectory is?
This is an asteroid that was discovered in just a few weeks ago, John, and it is on a near-Earth orbit around the Earth, such that we think there's a possibility that in 2032, there's a very slim chance it could actually impact Earth. And that's the reason why it has become very interesting right now.
When you say interesting, do you mean interesting like, oh, neat, it might go thud in some remote Siberian forest? Or, oh, no, it's going to hit, and it might actually, if it did hit the Earth, be a serious thing?
Well, of course, the idea that it could possibly hit Earth is always the one that is most interesting to us, so that if we need to do something about it, we can. But in this particular instance, right now, it doesn't look like it.
You and I had the delightful experience of being on the air at the same time in 2022 when the DART spacecraft crashed into an asteroid, and you were narrating that as it was taking place. Is that the kind of thing that could be possible if this were determined to be headed closer towards the Earth?
Yes, indeed, that is the case. We tend to think of the scenario in which we send a group of astronauts to land on it and blow it up, but that's not realistic. So the key is getting all the information we can as early as we can so that we can develop a plan that will really be effective.
What else is delighting you out there in the cosmos these days in your work?
Well, there are two things, really, John. Number one is the work that's being done right now by James Webb Space Telescope. And the cool thing about James Webb is it allows us to look farther back in time and therefore earlier into the early history of the universe to help us explain more about how the universe has come to be the way it is today. And then the other piece that I find really exciting is, despite what the political ramifications might be, if we look at what's happening with SpaceX's Starship spacecraft, if it can develop the capabilities, the potential that it has shown us so far, it really will be a gigantic step forward in opening the human exploration of our solar system.
And back on the James Webb Space Telescope, you talked about looking further and further back in time. Give people a sense of just how far back in time you're talking about here.
When we talk about looking back in time, when we talk about looking back to the time in the very earliest portion of the universe, we're talking about some 13 billion years ago, approximately 13 billion years ago.
Derrick, as a final question, you've just described something, 13 billion years ago, but how do you ground yourself on numbers like that that seem just completely out of human conception?
Well, you're right about that, John. These numbers that we talk about with distance and the size of objects, or the number of stars in a galaxy, or the number of galaxies in the universe, these are all numbers beyond which humans have very, very little experience. So none of us really knows what these big numbers mean, although we understand the concepts that they represent. And we think of them relatively, like something 5 billion light years away is closer than something 10 billion light years away. And we can think of it like that.
Well, and we understand these concepts very much thanks to you. And so, Derrick Pitts, thanks so much for joining us.